Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Drama on this Thursday, episodes of Have Gun Will Travel starring John Dehner, a Suspense episode from 1960, Bob Readick and Ellen McRae in The Green Lorelei, a Gunsmoke starring William Conrad from 1955, and a 1954 episode of Romance. And we'll wrap it all up with another episode of Claudia. That's coming up on this Thursday, 6th day of November, 310th day of the year, 55 days left in 2025. 88 days between the equinox on September 23rd and the solstice on December 21st. We're basically right now halfway through fall or autumn. Or if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're halfway through spring. Presidential elections on this date. Let's talk about those first. President Abraham Lincoln elected as the 16th president of the U.S., the first Republican to hold the office. Democrat incumbent Grover Cleveland won the overall popular vote in 1888, but voted out of office because he lost in the Electoral College to Republican challenger Benjamin Harrison. In 1900, Republican incumbent William McKinley re-elected by defeating Democrat challenger William Jennings Bryan. Republican Herbert Hoover won by a wide margin over Democrat Al Smith in 1928. Al Smith kind of sounded like Rochester. He was a New Yorker and had a voice that ran like this. And it was radio was starting to become predominant. Now, it was on this date in 1956 that President Eisenhower re-elected by defeating Adlai Stevenson in a rematch of their contest 4 years earlier. And it was on this date in 1984. Ronald Reagan defeated Walter Mondale in his re-election campaign in one of the largest electoral landslides in U.S. history.
Just a short time ago, Walter Mondale phoned me. And he conceded. No, and he told me the people had made their decision, and therefore we were all Americans. We'd go forward together.
Now, 59% of the people cast ballots for President Reagan, 41% for Walter Mondale, but the Electoral College vote, 525 to 13. Mondale only carried a single state, his home state of Minnesota, and the District of Criminals. And that was it. That was second only, the second largest share of the Electoral College since 1820, second only to President Roosevelt in 1936. Largest ever for a Republican. Most raw electoral votes ever to that time received by a candidate. He swept all of New England. He won all the New England and southern states in a presidential election, a rarity at the time. Now, President Obama was elected on this date in 2012. Tammy Baldwin became the first openly gay member of the U.S. Senate. Now, other things on this day, going away from elections. Before the New York section of the Institute of Radio Engineers, Edwin Armstrong presented his paper, A Method of Reducing Disturbances in Radio Signaling by a System of Frequency Modulation. That was on this date in 1935. Edwin Armstrong diagrammed FM radio on this date in 1935, 80 years ago. And it took decades for the radio industry to accept it. And it took even more decades for FM radio to become more than just an afterthought from AM radio. The Hedda Hopper Show debuted on this date in 1939 with Hollywood gossip Hedda Hopper as host. Show would run till 1951, and that made her a powerful figure in the Hollywood elite. Meet the Press made its TV debut on this date in 1947. It would still be another year before the show would become a regular weekly broadcast. In 1962, the UN General Assembly passed a resolution condemning South Africa's racist apartheid policies and called for all UN member states to cease military and economic relations with the nation. 40 people killed on this date in 1977 when an earthen dam burst, sending a wall of water through Toccoa Falls College in Georgia. California Congressman Leo Ryan called for better safety measures for dams the next day.
These dams, particularly the older dams, such as the Kelly Barnes Dam, are like loaded shotguns pointed at the people downstream.
That name, Leo Ryan, should sound familiar. He was killed in the Jonestown Massacre in 1978. In 1986, Irangate, I should say, the American press revealed that President Reagan had authorized the shipment of arms to Iran. President Reagan firm when a reporter asked.
The speculation, the commenting and all on a story that came out of the Middle East and that to us has no foundation, that all of that is making it more difficult for us in our effort to get the other hostages free.
President Reagan in 1986. Beatle Ringo Starr checked into an alcohol rehab center on this date in 1988. The wife of presidential candidate Kitty Dukakis and Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis hospitalized for drinking rubbing alcohol. What Indianapolis had done to Baltimore 11 years earlier, Baltimore did to Cleveland on this date in 1995, luring away that city's NFL team. Maryland Governor Paris Glendening gleefully made the announcement.
We have a signed contract in hand. The Browns are indeed coming to Baltimore.
The Cleveland Browns became the Baltimore Ravens. Cleveland received an expansion team. They were also called the Browns. They began play in 1999. In 2001, Michael Bloomberg elected mayor of New York City. In 2002, Winona Ryder found guilty of shoplifting after stealing items worth $5,500 from a New York boutique. And it was 2009, the government reported unemployment rose to 10.2% in the U.S. in October, the first time the jobless rate had hit double digits since 1983. Passing away on this date in history, songwriter-producer Dickie Goodman. He did a bunch of satire records where they would take pieces of records and put a story around them. The Flying Saucer was one of the best of those. Canadian wrestler Skylo Low, a little person as they call them today, or a midget, depending upon your level of comfort with using the term. Also another wrestler, Crash Holly, passing away on this date, and singer-songwriter guitarist Hank Thompson passing away on this date. Got a bunch of birthdays to talk about today. In musically, let's talk about Adolphe Sax, the inventor of the saxophone, John Philip Sousa, the March King, if you will, Ray Conniff, a wonderful composer, Stonewall Jackson, a country singer, Glenn Frey of the Eagles, all born on this date in history. Others of note include journalist, economist Charles Dow, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, you've heard of that, the inventor of basketball, James Naismith, baseball player Walter Johnson, from Lost in Space, Jonathan Harris.
Thank heavens not everybody's in this ridiculous position and condition. Now what has happened to these?
Moisture! Moisture! I need moisture!
Oh, Nixus, your king has a very delicate back. Oh, the pain.
That does not compute.
You computerized cloud, jabbering Judas, bumbling bird brain,
Tackling cars!
mental midget, blithering bumpkin.
It is Dr. Smith who is a bubble-headed booby.
From the original Lost in Space, Jonathan Harris, born on this date in history. Film director Mike Nichols. Also actress Rebecca Schaefer and football player Pat Tillman. All born on this date in history. They have all left the building.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
From Brazil, 66. She's known nowadays as Mrs. Herb Alpert, but the delightful Lonnie Hall still singing at 80 years old with Herb. She was Gidget. She was the Flying Nun, I should say, but she won an Academy Award for Norma Ray. Sally Field, 79 today.
You know what I am, and you know that I believe. Standing up for what I think is right.
From Norma Ray, Sally Field, 79 today. Maria Shriver, journalist, 70 years old today. From Footloose, Laurie Singer is 68. From Generations and Melrose Place, Kelly Rutherford, 57. From Dead Poets Society and Reality Bites, Ethan Hawke is 55.
No, there is truly nothing remarkable about the progress of Jerome Morrow, except that I am not Jerome Morrow.
From the movie Gattaca, Ethan Hawke, 55 today. Mystique in the original X-Men trilogy, Rebecca Romaine, 53. From Orange is the New Black and Sons of Anarchy, Taryn Manning is 47. And from Easy A and the 2012 Spider-Man, Emma Stone is 37.
I want to interview you about what it's like to work as a maid. I'd like to do a book of interviews about working for white families.
From The Help, Emma Stone, 37 years old today. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 6th day of November as their birthday. If this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the 4 freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you!
Dramas and Westerns on this Thursday. We're going to start off on a Sunday, November 6, 1960, for an episode of Have Gun Will Travel, starring John Dehner. That's coming up first here. I first want to remind you, if your belly is giving you grief, if you have digestive issues, let me give you a simple suggestion. And it's cheaper than any of that medicine you'll buy on the shelves. Try Professor B's Digestive Aid. Check it out. This is one of the things that is really, really neat. And if you haven't done it, go to profbees.com. We got the link in the show notes. And check it out. 2 ingredients, Apothera and honey. Natural ingredients, not a bunch of chemicals and odd stuff, but try it out. Simple 2-ingredient blend. It promotes balanced gut health organically. And there is a money-back guarantee if you are not 100% delighted. Go to classicradio.stream. You'll find the link to Professor Bees there, or go to profbees.com directly, or click the link in the show notes. And here's the deal. If you use my promo code Wyatt, not only will it support this podcast, and not only will we get a percentage of sales, I mean, that's the way it works. You also get to save 10%. Promo code Wyatt, W-Y-A-T-T, that me. Try that out. Check out Professor Bees. All you got to lose is your gut ache. Professor B's Digestive Aid. And we'll check in with John Dehner in a moment.
This is Walter Pidgeon. I'd like to ask you to think for a moment. Think of all your neighbors, friends, or relatives who have died of cancer. Now I'd like you to think of something hopeful. The biggest battle in the history of medicine is now being waged against cancer. Science is learning more and more about this disease, and I'm confident that someday cancer will be conquered. But it won't happen without a fight. And leading this struggle is the American Cancer Society. Their programs of research, education, and service have already accomplished a great deal, and they will do much more if all of us help them. You see, the American Cancer Society can exist only if the American people support it. So won't you join me and all of your friends and neighbors and give generously to the American Cancer Society? Mail your contribution to Cancer, care of your local post office. That's Cancer, Care of your local post office. Please, please help in this fight against man's cruelest enemy.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, and I hope you'll go try Professor B's, profbees.com, promo code Wyatt. Yes, we get a piece of the action. We get a commission. But you know what? If your stomach feels better, who cares what I get, right? Let's check out John Dehner as Paladin. Have Gun Will Travel. This episode goes back 65 years, November 6th, 1960.
Remember this, Jim. Nobody has a right to a gun unless he knows how to think when he handles it.
Have Gun Will Travel. Starring Mr. John Dehner as Paladin. San Francisco, 1875. The Carlton Hotel, headquarters of the man called Paladin.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Paladin? Oh, you get ready to go away again?
Yes, hey, boy, I have to make a trip out to Nebraska. What's on your mind?
Oh, Mr. Paladin, hey, boy, have exceptional good fortune.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, yes, you know guest in hotel, Colonel Seymour Van Courtney?
That slick-looking gent who took the suite on the third floor?
Yes, sir. Well, Colonel Van Courtney think, hey, boy, very nice fella.
I'll go along with that.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you. So Colonel Van Courtney, with utmost generosity, permit hey, boy to buy mining stock.
Mining stock? Stock that con artist is floating?
Oh, yes, sir. And hey, boy, now have investment in Gold on West Consolidated Mine Company, Limited.
Oh, hey, boy, won't you ever learn?
Too bad you must go away, Mr. Paladin. Maybe, hey, boy, could talk to Colonel Van Courtney when he come back. Hey, boy would say, you good friend. Maybe he permit you to buy stock, too.
Where's Colonel Van Courtney now?
He checked out a hotel this morning. Must look after vast business enterprise.
Yes, I see. Oh, hey, boy. You work hard for your money, and it seems time you started thinking about your future. Well, when I get back, we're going to have a long talk.
Oh, yes, sir. Now, maybe by that time, he boy can fix so you can make splendid investment, too.
Never mind, hey, boy. I was following a rutted trail through the Nebraska plains, dry, desolate land, parched by drought. I was still a good many miles from the nearest town when my horse stepped into a prairie dog hole, went down, breaking his leg. It's a bad thing to have to shoot a horse. The sun was already low in the west when I shouldered my gear and started walking toward a wisp of chimney smoke in the distance, and it was dark by the time I reached the little farm. As I started through the yard, a dog let out a howl. The chickens began to squawk. The farmhouse door opened and a boy stepped out on the porch. He looked in my direction, then raised a rifle to his shoulder. Hello there!
It's a man.
What were you shooting at, boy?
Boy, come here. It's a man. I shot a man out here.
Jim? Mister? Thank the good Lord he ain't dead.
I thought it was them coyotes after our chickens again, Pa.
Don't try to say nothing there, stranger. That slug's in a ticklish spot. We got to take care of how we handle him. Jim, go tell your ma to get some water boiling, then come back here and give me a hand. Well, stranger, looking at you today, I'd say you're going to make it.
Well...
Now, you just lie back there quiet. You still got a long way to go. I don't mind telling you, now, it looked pretty touchy there for a while. But we can thank the good Lord you're alive.
Well, I guess we can thank you, too.
There ain't gonna be a man's blood on my son's hands. Not if I can help it.
Mister, when I let go of that shot, I thought it was them coyotes out there. Figured to scare 'em off.
I've been trying to teach a boy to be dang sure when he sends a bullet off.
A gun is only as dangerous as the hand that holds it.
Guns, I hate 'em.
Paw, he's got some strong notions.
I wasn't much older than Jim here when they took me off my farm back in Illinois, put a soldier suit on me, shoved a gun in my hand, and sent me out to kill. I wasn't a soldier, I was a farmer. But there's men might be living today, except I shot 'em with that gun they gave me.
Were you in the war, mister?
Yes, but I trained to be a soldier. That's different. I understand how your father feels.
I don't. I guess I ain't like Pa. Wish I could have been in the war.
You can say that, boy. Now it's over and done with. Stranger, you ain't gonna be able to travel for a while yet. And we want to make you comfortable.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I'm James Buford, and this here is my son, Jim.
My name is Paladin.
You're Paladin?
Paladin.
The gunfighter?
Well, I don't consider myself a gunfighter.
Is that true? That you live by your gun?
Well, yes, I guess that's right.
He who lives by the sword shall perish by the sword. Paladin, it might cross your mind once in a while how you was nearly killed for a sneaking coyote.
Indeed it might.
Jim's gonna bring up the wagon. He'll drive you into town. You'll be able to pick yourself up a horse. You're sure now you feel up to traveling?
I'm sure. I've got to be on my way. Thanks.
Well, Paladin, I don't approve of the way you make your living, but I got to admit it's been awful nice knowing you.
Well, I've enjoyed our talks, Buford. And I hope you get that rain soon.
Oh, sure, it'll come. But I can just forget this crap. Corn all stunted and shriveled on the stalks. Might still be time for some winter wheat, though. Oh, say, you can do something for me in town.
Sure.
This letter here. It goes to Mr. Kyle at the bank. It's about a loan we talked about.
You really have to put up a fight for this land, don't you, Buford?
Yeah. And it's been fighting me back. Every inch of the way. But I'll beat it yet.
You ever feel like giving up?
Lots of times. I'm hanging on for Jim there. When he's ready to take over, he's going to have a farm he can be mighty proud to own.
All set, Paladin.
Good. Oh, so long, Buford. Good luck.
So long.
Bye, Pa.
You'll be back before sundown, Jim.
Seems too bad.
What seems too bad?
Won't be a very good time when we get into town.
Oh? Good time for what?
Well, town will be kind of empty. I was hoping there'd be a lot of folks around. See me drive up with a gunfighter.
No, what kind of nonsense is that? And I'm not a gunfighter.
Well, however you call it. I've been sort of telling around how Paladin's been out at our place.
I see.
You know, Mr. Paladin, Pa, you don't understand. All he thinks about is farm. I never did have a chance to talk to you much. I've been practicing with a gun I got. Wish I could have showed you. I think I can do pretty good.
Don't you like farming, Jim?
No, I don't want to be a farmer. I want to do something that takes nerve, takes gizzard. I want to be like you.
Pull up here, Jim. I might as well deliver this letter to the bank for your father.
Oh, Paladin, look. Those men.
Quick, Jim, out. Duck down the other side of the wagon. Come on.
They're hold-up men, Mr. Paladin. They've been holding up the bank.
Quiet.
You want to be smart? Don't nobody in there move. We got rifles.
Look, all those sacks they're carrying. That's the bank money.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, aren't you gonna do something?
I'm going to stay right here behind this wagon.
But they'll get away. They're riding off. Paladin, go after them.
Nope.
You got your gun.
5 men with rifles? You don't go up against odds like that.
You're scared.
Sure. Well, let's go talk to the sheriff.
I never saw nothing like it, Sheriff Brady. Right there in broad daylight. Those men really got gizzard to do a thing like that.
I'm not sure that's what it took, Jim. It figured their odds pretty well.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't take much studying of this town to learn that there aren't many people on the street, and the bank's nearly always empty at that time of day. But now, we got to do a little figuring.
Well, they can't be planning to ride far during the daylight in this open country.
They can't be very far away now. You could spot them anywhere out there. Why don't you just go out after them?
They're desperate men. All criminals are if the law catches up with them. If we'd face them out there in the open, it would mean just violent warfare. Somebody'd get hurt bad.
You're scared.
Sure. No, we'll have to figure to get them cornered someplace where we'll have the odds on our side.
From the forks on, the roads are so dry and hard-packed it's impossible to pick up a trail.
It's my hunch they're headed toward Wheatville.
Wheatville?
Yeah, it's about 10 miles north of here. It's been a ghost town since the grasshopper invasion wiped out the crops in '74.
Oh, that sounds like a fair hunch.
I'll get a posse together. We'll ride up that way.
Well, I'd be happy to ride with you.
Glad to have you.
Could I go along?
Jim, your pa said you were to be home before sundown.
Oh.
Jim?
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Have you ever been exasperated by a child who's reached the why stage? Why is the sky blue? Why do birds fly? Why do I have to go to bed? The questions are endless. But through questions like these, a young child learns. Encountering an inquisitive child, be grateful that here is a youngster whose mind has the capacity and the urge to grow. There are some without this capacity for mental growth. They are our mentally retarded children. 120,000 are born every year. That's 3 out of every 100 babies. Naturally, we want to help these retarded children to develop into normal, responsible members of the community. And we can. But the process is a long, slow one that requires many special services, expensive services, and continuing research into the causes and cures of mental retardation. Funds for education and research come from the National Association for Retarded Children. Won't you give now to your local unit in order that more children may be helped?
Sheriff, those tracks in that draw back there, your hunch was right. This is where they're headed.
Yeah, but as you can see, Wheatville was a pretty spread out little community. Where they're holed up's another thing. Hold it, fellas, hold it!
Yeah, this was quite a town. What's that tall tower up ahead there?
Grain elevator, built by some eastern outfit when wheat was booming.
Might be a likely hideout.
Not a very healthy one. It's loaded with grain dust.
Wouldn't take much to cause an explosion, huh?
The tiniest spark and that thing would go right up.
As dry as this country is, that could be bad.
I hate to think about it. A fire that could start from an explosion in that elevator could wipe out the country for miles around.
Well, if they are in there, it's a cinch we can't smoke them out.
Wherever they are, when we corner them, they'll give up when they see how they're outnumbered. Let's ride up the elevator and have a look-see.
Hey, wait a minute. Look.
Hmm?
Look back there, that horse. Isn't that Jim Buford?
That sure is.
Whoa! Hello, Paladin.
Jim, what are you doing here?
I went home, got my gun, and cut across.
Now, what's the idea?
I want to be in on the excitement.
You're acting like a fool, kid, but there's nothing to do about it now. You get back there and behave yourself.
Yes, sir.
All right, men, let's ride to the grain elevator.
Yeah, come on. Well, Sheriff?
It's their horses, all right. Get away in that lean-to.
Then they are in this grain elevator.
No question about it.
Well, how do we go about getting them out?
I got the men stationed all around the place. I don't think they'll give us any argument when they know they're surrounded.
None of your men are apt to go for their guns, are they?
They know better. They all know what a shot into that grain dust would do.
I guess the hold-up men do, too.
Why, sure. Being jailed for bank robbery is better than being blown to kingdom come. Come on.
Well, I'll be... Hey, look up there.
Huh?
On that ladder going up the side of the tower.
That's Jim Buford. What's that crazy kid up to now? What's he doing climbing up there?
He's heading for the cupola on the top of the elevator.
He's got that gun, Paladin. You suppose he's figuring to get in there from the top and face those hold-up men?
That's probably it.
I'll lay odds there's one ain't got sense enough not to fire that grain dust.
I think you're right. He's got to be stopped. Jim, come down here.
Paladin! I know a way to get in from the top here.
Jim, climb down here.
I know what I'm doing.
You're a fool. All right, Jim, stay where you are.
Coming with me? We'll take together, huh?
Just stay where you are. All right, now, give me that gun.
No, Paladin. I know a way to get in from the top here. Come on, we'll face those guys. Smoke them out.
Give me that gun.
No, I'm going in there.
Jim, I said give me that gun.
Look out. Look out, we'll fall.
You give me that. Now, you little fool, climb down from here. Go on, climb down.
Oh, all right. What's the matter with you, Paladin? Are you scared? Afraid to face up to those men in there? They got too much gizzard for you?
I'll show you how much gizzard they have. Come on.
What's the idea, boy?
You were right, Sheriff. He was going in there to smoke them out.
You want to set fire to the whole of Nebraska, boy?
No,
Come on, Paladin. Let's take him. All right. We know you're in there. You know we're out here. There's 5 of you. There's 20 of us. We got you surrounded. Let's have your rifles. Throw them out. Now come on out. Your hands behind your heads.
We don't aim to give you no trouble, Sheriff.
I didn't think so. Come on, let's move.
Why? What? Well, they just give up without any fight at all.
Sure. The odds were against them.
Well, I got them all locked up. Guess I'd better get back to the farm.
I guess you better. You'll never make it before sundown.
You gonna give me back my gun?
I suppose I'll have to. It's yours. I've got no right to it. But you haven't either.
What do you mean?
Nobody. Nobody has got a right to a gun unless he knows how to think when he handles it. Jim, you nearly killed me because you took a wild shot at a sound in the dark. You didn't think. Back there in Wheatville, you might have caused a disaster like this country has never known by firing into that grain dust because you didn't think.
Well,
How old are you?
14.
Yeah. Well, it seems to me it's about time you started thinking. Like a man. Instead of a crazy kid.
Yes, sir. guess so.
Jim, there's something else.
Yes?
You were disappointed in me when I wouldn't stand up to 5 men with rifles, weren't you now?
Well,
Sure you were. And you were let down when those hold-up men wouldn't fight it out with a posse of 20.
yeah, I guess that's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, this past week, I have known a man who will stand up to any odds and fight.
Who?
Your father.
Pa?
Mm-hmm. When your father homesteaded his land, the government was betting that 160 acres, that he couldn't stick it out 6 months. But your pa won the bet. But that didn't end the struggle. There was the spring blizzard in 73. It wiped him out. But he came back fighting. There was the grasshopper invasion, 74. His crops just leveled to the ground, but he stood up to it. Now there's the drought. But he's not about to give up. He's negotiating alone right now so that he can keep up the fight. A fight against real odds. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jim?
Yes, sir, I guess so.
Your pa. Now there's a man doing a job that takes gizzard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Miss Wong.
Oh, Isa.
Just give the room a lick and a promise. I'm going to lie down and rest a while.
Oh, Isa. You have a hard trip, Mr. Paladin?
Yes. I'm tired.
Oh, my. Too bad.
What's too bad?
You work so hard for your money, Mr. Paladin. Too bad you can't make splendid investment like Hey Boy.
What's that?
Oh, Hey Boy buy mining stock. Then he sell mining stock and make lots of money.
What?
What?
You mean Hey Boy was able to sell that stock he bought in the Golden West, whatever it was?
Oh, Isa. Make lots of money. Now Hey Boy have investment in laundry business with his cousin leasing.
He has, huh?
Isa. Laundry business very good.
Wow.
Mr. Paladin.
Yes?
Excuse, please. But seems it's time you started thinking about your future. Maybe you and Hey Boy should have a long talk. He'd tell you how to invest money.
Have Gun, Will Travel. Created by Herb Meadow and Sam Rolfe, is produced and directed in Hollywood by Frank Paris and stars John Dehner as Paladin, with Ben Wright as Hey Boy and Virginia Gregg as Miss Wong. Tonight's story was specially written for Have Gun, Will Travel by Ann Dowd. Featured in the cast were Harry Bartell, Barney Phillips, and Richard Beals. This is Hugh Douglas inviting you to join us again next week when CBS Radio presents Have Gun, Will Travel.
Still some good writing, even though it was the last thing on the air. I mean, when you stop and look at it, Here's what was on the air on that Sunday of this date 65 years ago, November 6th. You had on CBS Radio, you had yours truly, Johnny Dollar, at 5. You had Suspense at 5:30, which we'll hear in a moment. You had Have Gun Will Travel at 6, and then Gunsmoke at 6:30. And that was it. That was all that was left. There were no old-time radio shows. There were no shows, as we call classic radio. No dramatic radio on anywhere else on the dial on that date. That was it. That was what radio was and what radio had become. Everything had moved to television, and quite frankly, a lot of it was nowhere near as good as the radio was for the day. 65 years ago, November 6, 1960, Have Gun Will Travel on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the only television show to move to radio, which was a good show to move, wouldn't you say? Up next, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Picture the most extravagant vacation imaginable. Then picture yourself going on that vacation. Sounds like a daydream? Well, it isn't. It's completely possible. But it does take a bit of planning, such as the regular purchase of United States savings bonds. Now, the best way to do that is through the payroll savings plan. That's the best way because it's the sure way to buy your savings bonds regularly. The payroll savings plan works like a charm because it's completely automatic. Your employer does everything for you. It's especially easy on you because money is saved from your paychecks before you have a chance to miss it. And when those bonds mature, you can pack your bags for that extravagant vacation because United States savings bonds pay back $4 for every $3 you put in. Join the payroll savings plan where you work. That's the way to save money regularly. Earn extra money regularly through United States savings bonds.
Before we go to Suspense, let's have a look at some of the news items from this date 65 years ago today. After all, 1960 was an election year, and the countdown was on 72 hours away from the election between Vice President Richard Nixon and Senator John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Nixon was flying the last lap of his campaign trail, predicting victory in his home state of California. He fought hard for its 32 electoral votes. He got a shouting, singing ovation in San Jose, where thousands massed in that central California city's city-county building before embarking on his flying California tour from Fresno Saturday morning. Nixon got an optimistic report about his chances of winning New York's 45 electoral votes from Governor Nelson Rockefeller. Senator John F. Kennedy began his home stretch drive for the presidency Saturday night with a pledge of a fighting administration dedicated to laying the foundations for peace for generations to come. The Democratic nominee promised 1,000 days of exacting presidential leadership with the goal of becoming the commander-in-chief for the Grand Alliance for Freedom. The Russian man in the street favors neither Kennedy nor Nixon. He thinks there's a little difference between them, and they suspect both candidates. The preparations for the 33rd annual anniversary of the Bolshevik Resolution pushed aside news of the American presidential election. Many Russians anxious to know if it will be possible to negotiate with the next president. 55-year-old Ward Bond, movie and television star who captured the hearts of millions of TV watchers as the rugged boss of Wagon Train, died of heart attack Saturday at a motel. He was to make a personal appearance Sunday at halftime ceremonies in the Cotton Bowl during the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams National Football League contest. Premier Khrushchev, obviously in fine shape, lent his prestige to a ceremonious welcome Saturday for the Chinese delegation, an important communist meeting opening in Moscow next week. The meeting coincides with the celebration of the 43rd anniversary of the Bolshevik Revolution. U.S. military commanders say the 24-hour defensive training maneuver that ended in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba Saturday, a complete success. They'll have another one in a month or two. The acting base commander said the operation had demonstrated all forces have justified their training period. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Fidel Castro has everything he needs for a war except an opponent. Harold Milks of the Associated Press writing, after months of invasion warnings, the absence of any enemy force is beginning to embarrass him. While some starting to disbelieve Castro, others say Cuba's war preparations are simply a cover for spreading Castro's revolution into other Latin American countries. The man who sang about the Battle of New Orleans, Johnny Horton, killed Saturday in a two-car crash head-on on a railroad overpass in Milano, Texas. 3 other persons injured. Horton was 35. And film pioneer Max Sennett, whose Keystone Cops still provide laughs for millions with their wacky comedy from another film era, died of an apparent heart attack yesterday. He was 80 years of age. Those some of the day's news headlines from the newspapers of Sunday, November 6, 1960, and on your radio, Suspense, which is next.
Hello, everyone. This is Robert Merrill. In the American Cancer Society's vast effort to control cancer, there is one aspect that interests me particularly. This is the fellowship program for outstanding young doctors. Here are men who have devoted years to preparing themselves for their profession: college, medical school, interning, and perhaps more time as resident physicians. Many promising careers are open to them at this point, careers which will support their families comfortably. Yet, they accept American Cancer Society fellowships at $50 a week. Now, these dedicated young scientists are working for us. We owe it to ourselves to help them in this tremendous fight against man's cruelest enemy. We can and we must help this fellowship program as well as the other valuable endeavors of the American Cancer Society. Give generously. Mail your contribution today to Cancer, care of your local post office.
Now another episode of Suspense as we go back here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. 65 years ago, November 6, 1960, the Green Lorelei. Robert Readick starring in this one, along with a young lady that we've heard before, Ellen McRae. Do you remember who Ellen McRae is better known as today? If you don't, rattle around your brain and we'll hear this episode of Suspense as a direct network air check. So there we go.
And now, another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The Green Lorelei, written for Suspense by George Bamber. My name is Adams. Roger Adams. Maybe you've heard of me. I write for the pulp magazines. Mystery stories, horror stories at 2 and 3 cents a word. But then again, maybe you haven't, because it's been a long time since I've written anything, and even longer since I've sold anything I've written. Maybe that's why nobody believes me, because of what I did for a living, and what happened afterwards. It all happened in Los Angeles, a place they call the City of the Angels. I was living in a broken-down apartment house that overlooked that cultural desert that is the city of Hollywood. It was late at night, one hot, smoggy August. I'd spent the whole day sitting, staring at a typewriter that sat staring back at me. I hadn't been able to write a word for days. Finally, I got fed up with it all, and I took 50 cents of my last $2. I went down and I bought 2 bottles of cold beer. And on my way back up to my...
Well, Mr. Adams.
Oh, Mrs. Snyder.
I thought if I listened at my door long enough, I'd catch you sneaking up and downstairs.
No, I wasn't sneaking.
Well, I'd like to know what you call it. Walking on the sides of the steps that way.
Now, Mrs. Snyder, you have an extremely suspicious and unpleasant nature.
When are you going to pay me the money you owe me?
At the end of the week.
You've been saying that more than a month now.
Well, now this time it's true. I just sold another horror story to Authentic Mysteries, and the check is in the mail. Now, I thought it would be here today.
Well, I've heard that one before.
No, I swear it's true. Now, please, Mrs. Snyder, you have got to trust me. I will have the money for you by the end of the week.
Well.
Friday for sure. Everything I owe you. I promise.
Well, why can't you have a little of it now? On account, $5 or $10 maybe.
Because I don't have $5 or $10 maybe.
I see you got enough to spend on beer.
Mrs. Snyder, it cost me 50 cents for 2 bottles of beer, and that's all I've had all day. Now, if you like, there's a 2-cent deposit on each bottle. I'll bring them down to you when I'm done.
Now, don't get smart with me. I've been very lenient with you.
I told you you will get your money at the end of the week.
Well, you better. If you don't, out you go. You hear me, Mr. Adams? If you don't pay the full rent by the end of the week, out you go, bag and baggage out on the street. I don't see why you can't get a job like normal men and pay your rent on time instead of fooling around with them mystery and horror magazines.
I stood with my back to the door until I regained my self-control. The room was still the same, the rumpled bed, the sock hanging from the sink, the litter of papers on the floor. I went to the kitchen, rummaged around until I found a can opener. The beer tasted disappointingly warm as the night, and sour and bitter as the day. I went to the typewriter, but it was no good. The same sheet of paper I'd rolled into it 5 days ago sat staring up at me, blank white and unyielding. Finally, I turned off the light and I sat down in front of my window, staring out at the winking, blinking, happy lights of Hollywood, wondering what to do next. I was at the end of my rope. I was broke. At the end of the week, I'd be evicted for non-payment of rent. But worst of all, I couldn't write. Not a single idea came to my head. And then I heard her voice, the voice of the woman upstairs. I had heard it many times before, sometimes when I sat unable to write, mostly at night. To me, she had the most beautiful voice of any woman I'd ever heard. And I imagined her to be like her voice, soft, lovely, like her voice. But then it occurred to me that I didn't know what she looked like. In all the months I'd lived in Mrs. Snyder's apartment house, I'd never once seen her. I'd seen her husband many times as he went back and forth on his way to work. He was a short, ugly little man. And it seemed impossible that he could be married to a woman who sang as beautifully as that. Suddenly, I was overwhelmed with a desire to know who the woman was and what she looked like. I grabbed the cup from the kitchen and I raced up the stairs to the apartment above.
Yes?
Hi there. I'm Mr. Adams from the apartment below.
So?
Well, I hate to bother you, but I was just sitting down to dinner when I discovered that I was fresh out of coffee. I wondered if I could borrow some from you.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh? Well, how about tea? Just a couple of teaspoons full? I hate to eat a meal without something to drink, and I don't want to run down to the store and let my dinner get cold.
Give me the cup.
He took the cup and closed the door in my face before I could see anyone else in the apartment. But not before I got an impression of what it was like. It was laid out the same as mine, only cleaner. But it looked old and dirty. Maybe it was the furniture. It was old and black, like it had been brought over from the old country or belonged to a man much older than Mr. Steinmetz, who had lived alone a long time.
Here you are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You're, Mr. Steinmetz, aren't you?
Yes, fine.
Well, I thought that's who you were. I saw your name on the mailbox downstairs, and I thought I might as well introduce myself. I'm Mr. Adams in the apartment below.
I know.
And I thought since we live in the same building, there's no reason why we can't be neighbors as well as friends, huh? Well, is your wife at home?
What makes you ask that?
Well, on my way up, I heard a woman singing. I thought it was your wife and wanted to compliment her on what a beautiful voice she had.
My wife is dead.
Oh. Oh, I'm very sorry. Well, it must have been your daughter, then.
You heard no woman here.
Oh, Mr. Steinmetz, I stood right outside this door, and I heard her just as plain.
You heard nothing. My wife is dead.
I stood in the hallway, stunned. I had heard a woman singing, I was sure of that. But why had he lied? I went back to my apartment trying to figure it out. I sat in the darkness with the warmer second bottle of beer, and... I heard her again, more clearly and distinctly than I'd ever heard her before. There was a woman up there, I was sure of that now. But who was she, and what was she doing there, and why had the old man lied? Tomorrow when he went to work, I'd find out the answer to that. Now, the night passed slowly, the gray hours of dawn slower still. 7 o'clock came, 7:30. At 8, I saw Eric Steinmetz leave the building with his lunch bucket under his arm. I knew he never returned home before 6. And that meant I had 10 hours. I wanted to rush upstairs right away, but I made myself wait until I was sure that she was there. At 10 o'clock, I was sure. I crept up the stairs of the hall, using the sides of the steps so they wouldn't creak. My heart beating in my mouth. The closer I got, the louder her voice became. And at the door, it sounded as if she was standing just on the other side. Hello, Mr. Steinmetz. Are you there? Mrs. Steinmetz, this is Mr. Adams, the man in the apartment below. I wonder if I could see you a moment. Mrs. Steinmetz? I knew she was there. Something was there. Through the wood of the door, I could hear breathing. Feel a heart beating. I had to see the inside of that apartment no matter what it cost.
What do you mean you lost your key?
I didn't lose it. I left it in my room, and I locked myself out, and I wondered if I could borrow your master key.
I can't let anybody have that.
I only wanted for a minute, just to open my door.
Well, why can't you hang on to your own key?
I told you it was an accident. It could happen to anybody.
You're the worst one I got. You don't pay your rent, you lock yourself out.
Now, look, please, Mrs. Snyder, let me have the key, Please. Now, I will run up, and I'll open the door, and I'll bring it right back.
Oh.
And I will have your rent for you at the end of the week.
Well, okay. But you bring it right back down here. I'll be waiting right here. I'll be waiting until you do. I don't want any funny business in my apartment.
As I ran up the stairs to my room, I fished out the pieces of wax I had put in my pocket. At the door, I squeezed them together over the key, hard. In my mystery stories, I had written about this method of obtaining keys hundreds of times. But I had never once done it myself, so I wanted to be sure I did it right.
Well, what's taking you so long?
I'll be right there. I pulled the two pieces of wax apart. The impression was clear and perfect. I opened the door with my own key and raced back down the stairs.
Well, what took you so long?
I had trouble with the door.
Oh,
thank you, Mrs. Snyder. Well, I've got to run. I'm late as it is.
Well, when are you going to pay me that money that you owe me?
Later.
This is a very difficult thing you ask, Mr.
Smith.
Yes, of course, Mr. Smith. It is not only difficult, but it is against the law.
Well, that's all right. I'm a special investigator.
You have credentials, then?
No, not on me. See, I'm not allowed to carry them because of the nature of this case.
Oh, I see. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am the President of the United States.
Oh, well, now, look, are you going to do it or not? There are plenty of other locksmiths in this town.
I would not touch this key for less than $50.
What?
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith.
Well, look, here is my watch. It cost me $200 new. Now, will you take that instead?
It cost you maybe $35 new, but...
Well, now, will you do it or not?
I see by the President's new watch that Congress is now in session.
It was 2 o'clock by the time I stood outside her door again. That gave me 4 hours before Steinmetz came home. I knocked. Mrs. Steinmetz, are you home? I stood listening for a long time before I slipped one of my newly made keys in the door. Hello, Mrs. Steinmetz. Are you home? There was no answer, so I stepped inside, closing the door after me. The apartment appeared the same as it had the day before. But somehow, it was emptier now. I crossed the worn, carpeted floor to the curtains covering the small kitchenette. Mrs. Steinmetz? I shoved the curtains aside. It was empty. I turned in the thick, hot stillness of the afternoon apartment and started toward the bedroom door. Halfway there, I was stopped by something that caught my eye on the round table in the center of the living room. It was just a picture. At first glance, it looked like a picture of 2 people standing together, but as I looked at it closer, I realized it wasn't of people at all, but a close-up of 2 animals or reptiles that only looked like people. They didn't have any hair or ears, and the surface of their skin was scaled like a snake's. I was about to search around for more pictures when I realized she was singing again, and it was coming from the bedroom door. I ran across the room, and I threw it open. The blinds were drawn in the hot, stuffy room, and in the darkness, a single candle burned. As my eyes adjusted to its light, I could make out a sleek bronze casket sitting at the other side of the room. Now, in my career as a writer of mystery horror stories, I've killed off about 500 people and come across countless bodies, murdered in foul and devious ways, but never once has I been alone in a room with a closed casket or opened one by myself. It took a great deal of courage to force myself across the room, and even more to place my hands on the cool metal of the lid. And then with an effort, I raised it. It was empty. The candlelight played on the quilted white satin lining of an empty coffin. Mrs. Steinmetz? I know you're in here, Mrs. Steinmetz, and I intend to find you. I started going through the boxes and trunks and junk piled in the bedroom. I know she was in the apartment someplace. I could hear her voice. And dead or alive, I intended to find her. I went through the living room, the kitchen, overturning, pulling things apart. Then I was about to give up when I saw the closet door. I'd never noticed that before. I stumbled across the room to get to it, and then I tore it open. She was beautiful. She was easily the most beautiful girl who had ever lived. She had long yellow hair that tumbled over her shoulders in a golden cascade, a small red mouth and clear blue eyes. And as I stood there staring at them, I realized they had that half-dead, half-live, never dead, never having lived look that I'd seen on the faces of effigies in a wax museum. Cautiously, I reached out and pulled my fingernails down her cheek.
What are you doing? Out! Out of my apartment! Out! I throw you out myself!
Mr. Steinmetz!
Out and stay out! You come back and I call the police!
He wasn't going to call the police. I was.
But, officer, I saw it. The body was right here in this closet.
Well, it isn't there now.
But I saw it with my own eyes.
Mr. Adams, we've searched this whole apartment and haven't found anything that even faintly resembles a body.
Well, how about the casket? He hasn't explained that yet.
Yeah. Mr. Steinmetz, how about that?
Officer, I am old man. My wife died 20 years ago. I think I died too soon. I buy coffin. I not die, but I still have coffin, so I keep it here. There's no crime against that, is there?
No, I guess there ain't.
But how about this man? He break into my house, tear up my goods.
He is lying. The man is a maniac. His wife died, and he preserved her in wax somehow. I tell you, I saw her with my own eyes.
All right, where's her body now?
Well, I don't know.
You can't support your charges without a corpus delicti.
Oh, officer, he's crazy as a loon. He causes nothing but trouble.
Now, wait. I dug my fingernail in the wax on her face. Some of it is still there, you see?
Green wax, Mr. Adams. Anybody could dig their fingernails in a green wax candle.
Well, it wasn't green before.
Oh, run him down to the station house.
No, wait. I want no trouble. Just he don't bother me no more. That's all I care. He leave me alone. Let him go.
Well, I can't very well hold him unless you're willing to press charges.
Please, let him go. Just he don't bother me no more.
All right. Come on, you. You can consider yourself a very lucky man to have.
The officer took me down to my room. And I had to promise I wouldn't bother the old man anymore. And then I had to listen to Mrs. Snyder complain about the rent. Well, after they were gone, I lay down on the bed and I tried to sleep. But I couldn't. I watched the day darken outside my window into dusk, and then night. And with the night, she started singing again. But I pulled the pillow over my ears and I fought against her. I would have succeeded, too, if they hadn't started arguing. I'd never heard that before. In all the months I'd lived in the apartment house, I'd never heard the woman speak. I fought against it as long as I could. And then I crept out of my room and up the sides of the steps. And as I stood outside the door, I could distinctly hear two voices, a man's and a woman's.
It's all your fault.
No.
If you'd stayed in your place, this never would have happened.
You were the one who wanted him up here. I never wanted any part of it. Why don't you let me go?
Never.
Please don't hit me.
Well, this was more than I could stand. I slipped the key out of my pocket and into the lock quietly.
No. I've done what you wanted. Why don't you let me go?
You'll never leave me.
I threw the door open and ran into the room. And what I saw made me so paralyzed with fear that all I could do was stand there and scream.
I saw it. I tell you, I saw it. I tell you, I am innocent. Don't listen to him. He's a monster, a maniac, a lizard.
He's crazy.
I am not. I tell you, I saw it with my own eyes. When I came into the room, there were two of them, monsters, lizards, whatever they are. And when they saw me, he changed himself into the form you now see. And she shrunk before my eyes into a little green snake that slithered under the couch.
He's crazy. I told you that before.
But I saw it.
Get him out of here.
Look under the couch. There's a little green snake.
Take him to the hospital, and the rest of you people clear out of here.
Why does the man persecute me?
He's lost his mind, Mr. Steinmetz.
I knew all along he was crazy. He never pays his rent.
I can promise you he won't bother you anymore, Mr. Steinmetz. We'll take him down and have him committed. If you like, you can come down tomorrow and sign a complaint.
No. Just so he don't bother me anymore.
Well, he won't bother you anymore. I can promise you that. Good night, Mr. Steinmetz.
Good night.
Are they all gone?
Yes, they're gone. You can come out now, dear.
It's too bad they unbalance so easily.
Yes, it is. It's because they only have the 5 senses to rely on. Keep changing the impressions their senses get, and they go mad. It's not their fault. They're inferiorly made.
Can't we go home now? We found out what we came to find out.
Yes. I'm tired of this planet anyway.
Suspense.
You have been listening to The Green Lorelei, written for Suspense by George Bamber. Heard in tonight's story was Bob Readick as Roger Adams. Also included in the cast were Elizabeth Lawrence, John Gibson, Bill Smith, Herb Duncan, Ellen McRae.
Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
And yes, Ellen McRae, whom I assume was that voice at the end, the singer. Weird story. But Ellen McRae, you knew her best as Ellen Burstyn, who is 92 years of age and still doing some acting. Probably best remembered for, she has an Academy Award, a Tony Award, 2 Primetime Emmys. She has the Triple Crown. She also has a BAFTA Award, a Golden Globe. I probably first saw Ellen McRae in Same Time Next Year with Alan Alda back in 1978. And she has done just a ton of acting. Ellen McRae on today's episode of Suspense on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We'll have Gunsmoke in a moment after I tell you what's coming up over the next 7 days. Joe DeSantis, tomorrow we'll have 4 shows from 1948. Joe DeSantis in Under Arrest, Lon Clark as Nick Carter, Quiet Please and Adam in the Darkest Day, and The Whistler and The Cover-Up. On Saturday, we'll have 4 shows from 1959 with Suspense, Have Gun Will Travel, Gunsmoke, and yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And then on Sunday, we will have Jack Benny, The Aldrich Family, and Edgar Bergen from 1952, and a pair of episodes of Lum and Abner from 1949 and 1942. And then on Monday, Mr. Keen, Tracer of Lost Persons, Broadway is My Beat, Lights Out, and Danger, Dr. Danfield. On Tuesday, we will have Milton Berle and A Salute to the White House, Archie Andrews and The Mouse in the House, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello in a Sam Spade detective mystery, and the CBS Radio Workshop Report on the Winds. If you have not heard this, I think you will be amused at how people from the future might look back on us. Now, we will have part 2 on Wednesday of Earth Abides, the John Dehner helmed adaptation of that wonderful novel. We'll also have comedy with Jimmy Durante and the Chase and Sanborn Hour. And then next Thursday, we will have for you Gunsmoke, Have Gun Will Travel, Saunders of the Circle X from 1941, and an episode of Romance, Henry Fonda as Casanova Brown. That's all coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, anytime at classicradio.stream. Up next, Gunsmoke.
How are your brakes? Not the ones on your car. We're sure you keep those in tip-top working order. But how about your own brakes? Are they in working shape? When you're behind the wheel of your car and you feel that impulse to challenge the legal speed limit, can you stop that impulse on a dime? When a less courteous driver does something downright stupid that may inconvenience you, are you likely to do something twice as foolish just to show him he can't push you around? Or can you say halt to your anger before it leads to an accident? Students of human behavior have discovered that most of the accidents on our highways are the result of emotional immaturity. An adult can control his feelings and concentrate on his goal. Don't let childish attitudes keep you from reaching your destination. When other drivers and traffic regulations annoy you, use the brakes in your head as quickly as you would the ones on your car. Remember, accidents don't have to happen.
Now we continue on Classic Radio Theater with a 1955 episode of Gunsmoke from 70 years ago, starring William Conrad and The Second Choice, November 6th, 1955.
Gunsmoke, brought to you by Chesterfield. To put a smile in your smoking, always buy Chesterfield. Made the modern way with Accuray.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America. And the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Fine day, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah.
Well, ain't it?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, Chester.
Well, doggone it, the wind ain't blowing, it ain't raining, nor hailing, nor snowing, nor freezing, nor nothing, and if that don't make for a fine day up here, then I'm going back to Texas where it does.
I'm sorry, Chester. I was thinking about Andy Hill.
Andy. We'll find out about him in a couple minutes.
Look, Chester, why don't you go over and see if the telegram's come yet, huh? I'll be waiting over there for you.
Over where? Oh. Just kidding. I'll be back directly.
Hello, Matt.
Hello, Kitty.
Fine day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got something on your mind?
Chester's gone over to see if that sheriff down in Oklahoma Territory sent me an answer yet.
Oh, about Andy Hill?
Yeah.
Well, he's only wanted for robbery, Matt. I should think after you're telling him how he brought in a man wanted for murder, they'd be willing to go easy on him.
And I hope so, Kitty.
Especially since he's settled down here and making a good name for himself.
If they'll take my word for it.
Well, the sheriff will have to take your word for it.
He's probably never even heard of me.
Hello, Miss Kitty. Marshal?
Hello, Andy.
Andy?
Heard anything from Oklahoma, Marshal?
Chester's over at the telegraph office right now.
Oh. Well, I hope it's good news.
Why don't you wait and find out, Andy?
I'll find out soon enough, Miss Kitty. Right now, I gotta shoe a couple of horses for Jim Buck. I promised I'd have it done by noon.
Jim was telling me yesterday you're the best man he ever hired.
Oh, anybody can ride shotgun, Miss Kitty. All you do is sit there and keep your eyes open.
No, it's more than that. He trusts you.
It makes me feel good to hear that, Miss Kitty. Goodbye.
Bye.
You know where to find me, Marshal.
Yeah, sure, Andy.
If there were more men like him around Dodge, it might not be such a bad place to live.
Then I'd be out of a job, Kitty.
You could find something else to do.
Yeah, maybe.
Morning, Miss Kitty.
Oh, hello, Chester.
Here's the telegraph, Mr. Dillon.
What's it say, Chester?
Well, it's not... You better read it.
Uh-huh. I'm sending Deputy Jack Haw to return Andy Hill for trial. Signed Bob Catlin, Sheriff.
He puts it real short, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He must have some reason for not giving Andy no chance.
I will find out when this Jack Haw gets here, Chester.
You gonna put Andy in jail, Matt?
No. I'm not even going to tell him about this until I've talked to Haw.
Andy's nice and gentle now, but he'll fight like a tiger anybody tries to arrest him. And he's some handy with a gun, too.
Maybe he won't have to fight, Chester. Maybe I'll just send Jack Haw back home empty-handed.
But if he's got a legal warrant for Andy...
Well, there's going to be trouble, Kitty. One way or the other.
Stop! Start smoking with a smile with Chesterfield.
Yes, put a smile in your smoking. It's as easy as ABC. Because Chesterfields made with Accuray are A, always milder, B, better tasting, C, cooler smoking. Yes, a Chesterfield is always milder.
Accuray controls your Chesterfield in the making. Gives it a more even distribution of fine tobaccos that burn more evenly, smoke much milder.
A Chesterfield is better tasting.
An Accuray Chesterfield draws more easily, lets you enjoy all the flavor.
And a Chesterfield is cooler smoking.
14% more perfectly packed than cigarettes made without Accuray. You enjoy cooler smoking. No hot spots, no hard draw.
So always buy Chesterfield.
Put a smile in your smoking, just give 'em a try. Light up a Chesterfield, they satisfy.
Chester, will you please stop dusting my desk?
Well, but look at the... Marshal Dillon?
Yeah, come in.
My name's Hall, Marshal. Jack Hall.
How are you? This is Chester Proudfoot, Hall.
How do you do?
We've been expecting you.
Sheriff Catlin said he was going to send a telegram.
Yeah, he did.
You got Andy Hill locked up here?
No, I haven't.
No?
I haven't seen a warrant for his arrest yet.
I forgot. Here it is, Marshal. Signed by Sheriff Catlin himself.
Uh-huh. There's a mighty fancy signature he's got. Well, looks legal. But, hey, wait a minute.
What is it, Marshal?
This is a warrant for the arrest of Andy Hill for murder.
Didn't Sheriff Catlin explain?
No, he didn't.
And I guess he figured it'd be better if I did.
Well, go ahead.
Well, the sheriff got your letter about Andy, how he brought in that murderer and how he's become a good citizen up here. And I think he was willing to forget that little robbery charge against him.
Why didn't he?
A man was killed just before Andy left Oklahoma Territory, Marshal. There was 3 witnesses to it, but we didn't know that until they decided to talk just the other day.
And they say it was Andy who did the killing?
That's right. Tried to hold up a saloon and killed the bartender.
How come these witnesses waited so long?
They was afraid. They thought Andy'd kill them for talking before we could catch him. Well, I guess they got feeling guilty about it.
I see.
Marshal, I think I know how you feel. You've come to like Andy. Most everybody does, till they really get to know him. The boy's a liar to begin with, a real clever one. He can usually talk his way out of anything, just like his brother.
His brother?
His brother murdered a man, too, Marshal, about a year ago.
I see.
They're both liars and they're both killers, Marshal. Don't feel bad about being taken in by Andy. They tell me just about everybody has been one time or another.
They tell you?
I don't know him myself. I only been deputy down there for the last couple of months, but I know a lot about Andy.
Uh-huh. When do you want to start back, huh?
I was thinking of taking the stage tomorrow morning.
You staying at the Dodge House?
Yes, I am.
All right, come by in the morning. I'll have Andy here.
Your town, Marshal. I'll do whatever you say.
He'll be here in the morning. Unless he tries to shoot me.
It's kind of hard to believe, ain't it, Mr. Dillon?
Yeah.
Holly ain't got no reason to be lying, I guess.
No.
And after all you've done for Andy, and he's nothing but a common killer. There he is, working over there at the anvil.
Chester, you wait outside here, huh? I may have trouble with him.
All right, sure.
What are you doing here, Marshal?
Sheriff Catlin sent a deputy to take you back to Oklahoma territory, Andy.
What?
They want you for the murder of that bartender.
Bartender? What are you talking about?
You might as well admit it, Andy. The 3 witnesses have already talked.
I don't know what this is all about, Marshal, but I didn't kill nobody. They got me mixed up with my brother.
I heard about him.
This deputy tell you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jack Hall.
I never heard of him.
He's got a warrant for your arrest, Andy, signed and legal.
There's something wrong about this. I don't like it.
And there's no reason why you should.
Marshal, my brother killed a man down there, name of Bob Butler. I never knew him. I never even seen him. But this Butler had a cousin, and I heard he swore he'd kill one of us Hills for it, and he wasn't particular which one.
That's got nothing to do with this, Andy.
How do I know this Jack Hall ain't really Bob Butler's cousin? He could shoot me easy before we ever got back there.
It's no use, Andy. I had a wire from the sheriff, and Hall's got a warrant signed by him now. You give me your gun.
I thought you was my friend.
I'm a lawman, Andy. Now, don't make me kill you.
You would, wouldn't you?
I don't want to.
All right. Take my gun. But you're the same as killing me, Marshal.
Morning, Chester. Andy?
Morning, Mr. Dillon. Mr. Dillon, Andy just won't say nothing. Not a word.
Well, maybe that shotgun you're holding on him's got something to do with it.
Well, I didn't want him to get away just because I let him out of his cell.
He won't get away.
Morning, Marshal. Chester?
Good morning.
Mr. Haw.
Well, it's the prisoner?
Mm-hmm, that's him.
Andy Hill. Heard a lot about you, Andy. Feel like I know you real well.
He's not talking much, huh?
No? Well, he'll talk at his trial.
If there is a trial.
What do you mean? Of course there'll be a trial.
Will there?
Andy thinks maybe you're going to shoot him on the way back, huh?
Why would I want to shoot him?
He thinks your name might be Butler.
Butler? Well, that's the man Andy's brother killed.
He says Butler had a cousin. This cousin swore he'd get one of the Hill boys for it. Either one.
It's true, Marshal. I've heard it myself, but well, there's something Andy doesn't know. Butler's cousin was killed in a saloon brawl about a month ago. I was with Sheriff Catlin when he arrested the man who killed him.
Well, there you are, Andy. You see, you've got nothing to worry about.
You'll get a trial. You'll get a fair trial. Right now, we better get going. Stage leaves in half an hour.
You gonna handcuff me?
No, not here, not in Dodge. I don't want to cause you no embarrassment, Andy. I'm going to take you back, but I'm going to make it as easy on you as I can.
There, you see, Andy? Oh, ain't he a nice fellow?
Let's go. Goodbye, Marshal. Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Chester.
Goodbye, Mr. Haw. Goodbye, Andy.
Marshal?
Yeah, Andy.
I made a mistake.
Oh?
I should have fought it out with you when I had a chance.
Stop! Start smoking with a smile with Chesterfield.
Yes, put a smile in your smoking. It's as easy as ABC, because Chesterfields made with Accuray are A, always milder, B, better tasting, C, cooler smoking. Yes, a Chesterfield is always milder.
Accuray controls your Chesterfield in the making. Gives it a more even distribution of fine tobaccos that burn more evenly, smoke much milder.
A Chesterfield is better tasting.
An Accuray Chesterfield draws more easily, lets you enjoy all the flavor.
And a Chesterfield is cooler smoking.
14% more perfectly packed than cigarettes made without Accuray. You enjoy cooler smoking. No hot spots, no hard draw.
So always buy Chesterfield.
Put a smile in your smoking, just give 'em a try. Light up a Chesterfield, they satisfy.
Oh, good morning, Chester.
Morning, Mr. Dillon. You had your breakfast yet?
Oh, that's where I'm headed right now.
Well, if you'll stop in at the Dodge House with me for a minute, I'll go with you.
Okay, fine. What's going on at the Dodge House?
Well, a fellow whose room there borrowed some money off me last night. He said he'd pay it back this morning.
Oh, I see.
It oughtn't to take but a minute, Mr. Dillon. He said he'd have it waiting for me. He's going to leave it with the clerk here.
Go ahead.
Oh, morning, Marshal. Chester?
Morning, Avery.
Avery?
What can I do for you, huh?
Did Sam Adams leave some money here for me?
Money? Oh, no.
No? Well, where's he at?
Well, he paid his bill and left about an hour ago, Chester.
He left? Where'd he go to?
I don't know. He got on his horse and rode out of town.
Yeah, but now he couldn't. He owed me some money. I don't even know where he's from.
Sorry I can't help you, Chester.
Now, wait a minute, Chester. Don't get excited. Let's take a look at the register here. It ought to say where he's from.
Well, they don't always put that down, Marshal. Most of them just sign their names.
Well, we'll take a look anyway.
Gosh.
Yeah, you're right. Most of them do just sign their names.
Yeah, sure.
Jack Hall.
What's the matter, Mr. Dillon?
Hall's signature, Chester.
Well, certainly Mr. Hall stayed here, but he's gone now, Marshal.
No, he hasn't. That stage is just pulling out now.
Where are you going, Mr. Dillon? What's the trouble, Marshal?
I want to talk to one of your passengers, Jim.
Sure, I'll wait.
Now, what is it, Marshal? What'd you stop us for?
I got something to tell you, Hawk. Get down.
Okay.
You too, Andy. Come on down here.
Sure. What do you want him for, Marshal? What's this all about?
There's staying here, Jim. You can get moving now.
No, you wait.
Get moving, I said, Jim.
Now, what do you think you're doing, Marshal? Now, why'd you do that?
I said I had something to tell you, Hawk.
You didn't have to send the stage off.
You're not going anywhere.
What are you talking about?
I just saw your signature on the register over at the Dodge House.
My signature?
It's a mighty fancy one, Hawk. Just like Sheriff Catlin's on that warrant you showed me.
What are you driving at, Marshal?
Sheriff Catlin didn't sign that warrant. You did.
You're smart, Marshal. Let's see if you're as fast with your gun as you are with your head.
Drop, Andy! You hit, Andy?
I'm all right, Marshal. You missed me.
Well, he's dead, Andy.
He'd have killed me if you hadn't shot him, Marshal.
Yeah, he was a real feuding man. Your brother killed his cousin, and he was willing to die right here if he could only take you with him.
Yeah.
He is probably a deputy, though. That's how he got hold of my letter to Sheriff Catlin.
Sure. Catlin probably never saw your letter.
Yeah. Well, Andy, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to write him again. And this time, I don't think you're going to have any trouble.
In a moment, our star, William Conrad. Put a smile in your smoking. It's as easy as ABC, because Chesterfields made with Accuray are A, always milder.
Smoke much milder. Burn evenly.
B, better tasting.
Draw more easily. You enjoy more flavor.
C, cooler smoking.
14% more perfectly packed than cigarettes made without Accuray. No hot spots. No hard draw.
So always buy Chesterfield. Remember, an Accuray Chesterfield is always milder, better tasting, cooler smoking.
You know, a man could lose his life on the frontier and not create much stir. But if he made a new one for himself, well, he had the respect of everyone. So, be with us next week. Until then, good night.
Gunsmoke, produced and directed by Norman Macdonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Our story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Sound patterns by Tom Hanley and Bill James. Featured in the cast were Sam Edwards, Vic Perrin, and Joseph Kearns. Harley Bear is Chester, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. Join the Arthritis and Rheumatism Foundation in its efforts to solve the mysteries of these painful and crippling diseases. Send your contribution to Arthritis in care of your local postmaster.
Make today your big red letter day, your L&M red letter day. Superior taste and filter, it's the miracle tip. Make today your big red letter day. Change to L&M today. L&M's got everything.
Superior taste.
And superior filter.
Get L&M today.
This is it. L&M. Superior taste and filter. Superior taste from richer tobaccos. Tastier, light and mild. Superior filter. It's white, pure white. Added to L&M tobaccos, this miracle tip actually improves your enjoyment. Look for the big red letters. Smoke L&M, America's best.
L&M's got everything. Get L&M today.
Be sure and listen to another transcribed story of the Old West on Gunsmoke. next week at this same time.
And there you have it, Gunsmoke, 70 years ago, November 6th, 1955, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our webpage at classicradio.stream and to support the podcast. There are a number of items there you can purchase. One of them is, as we've been telling you about, and that is Professor B's Digestive Aid. profbees.com, check it out. And use our promo code Wyatt to not only support the show, we will get a percentage of sales, but by people who use that promo code. But by using that promo code, you will save 10%. Check it out, profbees.com. And go to classicradio.stream as well. Okay, up next, an episode of Romance. Sammie Hill and Jack Moyles in The Inheritance of Susan.
In a recent study, a noted traffic expert estimates that inadequate highways and resultant traffic jams cost the American economy billions of dollars every year, and suggests that the cost of modernizing our roads would quickly be regained in time saved. Discussing motor accidents, this same expert suggests that legislation may be needed to curb the speed of our powerful automobiles before they ever leave the factories. This is a controversial question on which the experts disagree. But all traffic experts agree on one thing. Common sense cannot be legislated into the automobile driver. He has to learn it by himself. Anger, bravado, and the spirit of competition often are expressed on the highway by excessive speeding, disregard of traffic signs and signals, and other risky maneuvers. Psychologists sum it up by saying that careless drivers are emotionally immature. Put more bluntly, it means that careless driving is kid stuff.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of Romance. And this episode from 71 years ago, November 6, 1954, stars Jack Moyles and Sammie Hill in The Inheritance of Susan.
Now, from Hollywood, Romance.
In movies, you're always seeing the young guy meeting the girl of his dreams as he leans across the counter of his little hash house. It's pretty ridiculous to think this kind of thing really happens. I'll tell you something. To me, it really did.
So now, with Jack Moyles as Vic and Sammie Hill as Susan, we bring you transcribed Anthony Ellis' charming story, The Inheritance of Susan.
I'll be right there. Oh, good evening.
Hello.
Would you like to see a menu?
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Let's see. I'd like a steak and a salad and fried potatoes.
Mm-hmm. String beans or peas?
Oh, beans, please.
Coffee now or later?
Later, please.
Okay. I was running a hash joint on the corner of Whitley and 12th. Things had been kind of slow, so I'd open up a little earlier, hoping to catch some extra trade. It was about 5:30 when she came in. I hadn't seen her around before. A pretty girl. Kind of thin, perhaps, but pretty. She wore an old polo coat. Not dirty, but it had seen better times. She was the first customer that day. There's your salad. And I forgot to ask, how do you like your steak?
Rare.
Ah. A little game. Yeah, I try and figure out how the customer wants his steak. If I'm right, I take out a nickel. Wrong, I put one in.
Oh, and how do you make out?
Well, I'm usually ahead. Yeah, you look the rare type.
Your salad dressing's very good.
Thanks. Most people wouldn't notice the difference.
It's really very good.
I'm sorry about the service. I'm on my own since 2 days ago. The girl I had working for me left.
Oh?
Of course, I've seen about a dozen applicants since, but I'm very particular, you know. Good food and good service. That's my motto.
Yes, I saw it on the door.
Ooh, better go take a look at your steak. Yeah. One steak, rare.
I was afraid you weren't coming back. Oh, it looked wonderful.
Boy, the way she went for that steak made you wonder. Now, personally, I'm the type goes for a girl with a little more, well, you know. What I say is a woman should look like a woman. You can have those fashion models that look like star broomsticks. I want to see a woman. Well, it didn't take her long to finish. She sure cleaned up the plate. And I brought her a piece of apple pie and coffee.
Oh, that's the best pie I think I've ever eaten.
Thanks. Make it myself. More coffee?
No, thank you.
Okay. Let's see. That'll be $1.70.
I couldn't have had better for twice the money.
I'm glad you liked it. Sure you wouldn't like more coffee?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Look, I'm very sorry. I can't pay you. I haven't any money, and I know it wasn't fair to...
Are you kidding?
No, I'm broke, really.
Oh, swell. That's real swell, a deadbeat.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you pick on one of those places uptown? They can afford it. Listen, I'm sick of people like you. I got a good mind to call a cop.
Well, I said I'm sorry. I was hungry. I didn't want to do this, but I ran out of money yesterday, and I was hoping I'd get a job.
Okay. I'm not interested in your life's history. Now, go ahead. Go on. Get out.
I'll pay you. I know I'll get something, maybe tomorrow. And the very minute I do, I'll pay you.
Sure. So long.
Really, I'll pay you back.
Yeah. Go on, son. Scram.
Mister?
What?
I could work it out. You said you were looking for a waitress. I could do that. I've done it before.
Forget it.
I could work for you tonight.
No.
I'm good at it. Honestly, I am. I need a job. And if I work out tonight, maybe you could keep me on steady.
Look, I guess you're honest. Thanks for trying, but I couldn't keep you on anyway.
Just for tonight? Please.
Honey, I've told you, I'll trust you for the money. When you get a job, come on back. Be a regular customer.
I thought if I worked, maybe you'd let me sleep in the back somewhere. Just till morning.
You got nowhere to sleep tonight?
No.
You from out of town?
Yes, upstate New York. I came in on the bus last night and I slept in the waiting room.
How old are you?
22.
Sure look younger. Take off your coat.
What?
Take your coat off. There's a uniform in the room back there.
Oh, Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
I gotta tell you something. I can't afford to keep you on steady. Maybe a few bucks to keep you going till something else comes up, that's all. The last girl walked out on me because I was a week behind on her pay. Things are kind of bad right now. May have to fold up in a couple of weeks.
Oh, no. Oh, it's so clean in here, and your food is really very good.
Only trouble is, there's not enough customers to appreciate it.
Well, you ought to be so busy you'd need 2 girls.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself. Hey, what's your name?
Susan. Susan Webster.
I'm Vic Bradbury. You just call me Vic. Okay, get in your uniform, and I'll give you a quick rundown, show you where things are.
All right.
Oh, hey.
Huh?
Here. Here's $10 in advance. You better find a room. You can get your meals here.
Thank you, Vic.
Forget it. Now, you better step on it. If there's going to be customers, they start coming in around 6. And the customers sure did start coming in. I don't know how it happened, but that night was the busiest in 2 months. Susan was terrific. I've never seen anyone catch on so quickly or work so hard. I had 6 tables in the place and 12 stools at the counter. How she did it, I don't know, but nobody was kept waiting. What a night.
1 lamb chop, 1 steak medium, French fries and peas, and I'll take care of the salad.
Oh, all right. The dressing's in that bowl right over there.
All right.
How you doing? Tired?
Oh, no, I love it.
So do I, kid. So do I. Hey, and you know something?
What?
Things keep up like this, and you got yourself a steady job.
Maybe I'll bring you luck.
She brought me luck, all right. From that first night, we were going crazy. I took in enough dough at the end of the week to settle up all my bills and have something left over. It was Friday night, 7 days since she'd come in. We'd closed up an hour later than usual. That's how busy we'd been. Susan and I were sitting at the counter having coffee.
Oh, my poor feet. They're tired.
Oh, here, I got something for you.
Oh?
First week's salary.
$30. Oh,
How'd you make out on tips?
Fine. Almost $20.
Hey, that's good, real good. You, want to try it for another week or find something else?
Well, I'd like to stay. That is, if it's all right with you.
All right. Suze, you brought a magic wand with you. Listen, I'm taking you out tonight. I've got an idea, and I want to talk to you about it.
Oh, Vic, this is nice. This is real nice.
And this is the kind of a place I mean, Susan. This is what I want. Not a hash house. A place where you can get good food and good wine. People will talk about it. And there isn't one in town, and there's sure room for one. Oh, I got a feeling my luck has changed since you came along, Suze. Now maybe I can do what I've always wanted.
But wouldn't it take an awful lot of money?
Yeah, sure, but a couple of months like this past week, and I think I could swing a loan at the bank. What do you say?
I don't understand.
You come in with me. Help me to manage it.
Me?
You.
But...
Oh, it's a dream, I know, but... Well, want to share it with me?
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, swell. Hey, you know, I've never asked you, what'd you do back in New York?
Oh, nothing much.
Got folks back there?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't want to talk about it?
No.
None of my business, anyway.
Vic, let's have another drink.
All right. It took 4 months to the day. I sold the hash house, hocked everything I owned, and rented a place in the best part of town. The bank worked out a deal for me. A month later, we were ready to open. Suze took care of the tables, 20 of them with 3 girls. I was in the kitchen with a guy named Lenny. Then it was opening night.
Oh, it's 5:30, Vic. Shall I open the door?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how are the reservations?
We've got 18 up to now. 19, I hope.
Well, it's not bad, but it's got to be better.
It will be.
Oh, sure it will. You better open up, huh?
All right.
Oh, hey.
Yes?
Thanks. Thanks for sticking. Now, good luck.
And you too.
It started slow, but by 7 o'clock, we were humming. Then at 7:30, Susan came back to the kitchen.
Oh, Vic.
Yeah, I'll be right with you. Lenny?
Yeah, Mr. Burbank.
This plate's not hot. More sauce on the grenadina beef, huh?
Okay.
Oh, Vic.
Yeah, honey? Hey, what's the matter with you? What do you got your coat on for?
I've got to get out of here.
What do you mean? Are you sick?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's just...
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody get fresh out there.
Oh, no, it's... I'll try and explain later. I've got to go.
Susan! Oh, Alice.
Yes, sir?
What's the matter out there?
You mean with Miss Susan?
Huh.
I don't know, sir. I think she saw somebody come in and it scared her.
Who was it?
Couple of men.
Where are they sitting? Come on, show me.
Oh, right over there, in the corner, sir. Table 14.
Through the window slit in the kitchen door, I saw one man at table 14. The other had gone. It didn't take more than one look to guess what he was. Susan had been scared off by a couple of detectives.
We will return to romance and our story, The Inheritance of Susan, in just a moment. 2 wonderful gals on 2 wonderful comedy shows are part of the Sunday night story on CBS Radio. They're Eve Arden and Gail Storm, stars on those delightful programs you hear on most of these same stations, Our Miss Brooks and My Little Margie. Gail Gordon and the rest of the gang assist Eve Arden in making everything merry on Our Miss Brooks. And Gail Storm's main co-conspirator on My Little Margie is Charles Farrell. Enjoy him again tomorrow night at the Star's address. And now for the second act of Romance.
The detective, if that's what he was, didn't seem to be bothered by the fact that Susan hadn't showed up again after she'd come back in the kitchen. He ordered dinner, ate it, and when he was through, Alice came back with a message.
The gentleman at table 14 wants to talk to you. He wants to know if it's all right for him to come back here.
Yeah, tell him to come on back.
Well, Mr. Bradbury, will you make up some more cocktail sauce for the shrimp? We'll be out in a few more orders.
Oh, okay, Lenny.
Hi. You're the owner?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that was a fine meal.
Thanks.
Hey, what happened to the young lady who was here when my friend and I came in?
Why don't you ask your friend? He followed her out of here, didn't he?
We've been looking for her for a long time.
Oh, that's so?
Yeah, my friend went out to talk to her. He just came in a minute ago. She gave him the slip.
Too bad.
Shrimp sauce, huh?
What else?
We'd like her address, please.
Why? What do you want to see her about?
That's our business.
Has she done something wrong? You are cops.
In a way, I suppose you'd call us that.
Well, what's she done?
We'd like her address.
You found her here. You go ahead and find her where she lives.
We will. You can make it easier if you tell me now.
I don't like things the easy way. They never work out.
Might mean trouble for you.
It might. Now, look, Buster, I'm busy. This is opening night. You've had your say, so kindly pay your bill and leave.
All right. That's still a fine meal you serve.
Thanks a lot. Next time, remember, I reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. Don't bother to come back. So long. I couldn't leave, and she didn't come back. At 11 o'clock, we closed up. I went back to my place, hoping maybe she'd left word. I didn't want to go over to where she lived in case the snoops were hanging around waiting to follow me, so I put in a call to her landlady.
Hello?
Mrs. Murfish, this is Mr. Bradbury.
Who?
Mr. Bradbury.
He's not here. Nobody by that name here.
Oh, wake up, Mrs. Murfish. This is Mr. Bradbury. Is Susan Webster in her room?
Oh, Mr. Bradbury, dear. I tried to call you. I was worried. Susan left an hour ago. She paid her rent and left. Is she sick or something? She looked sick or something.
I don't know. Did she say where she was going?
No, is she sick or something?
I don't know. Now, listen, if any men come asking about her, don't tell them anything. It's important, do you understand?
I won't. Sure, I don't know anything about her. Do you?
No, I don't, Mrs. Murfish. Good night. I went over to the bus terminal. Thought maybe she would have gone out of town from there, but the ticket agent hadn't seen anyone answering her description. I guess that's about the time I began to figure out something. I hadn't even thought that maybe she'd done anything wrong. I knew her better than anybody, and I didn't know her at all. That makes a lot of sense when you're in love with somebody, and I was in love with Susan. I went back to the apartment and smoked a pack of cigarettes. It must have been past 2 when the phone rang. Hello.
Vic?
Susan! Sus, where are you?
Vic, I'm sorry. I called to say goodbye.
Why? What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter.
Well, then why are those detectives following you?
I can't explain. You wouldn't understand.
Susan, I've got to see you. Where are you?
But thanks for everything you've done for me. I'll never forget it.
Susan!
Goodbye, Vic, and I love you.
Susan! Susan! I'd heard the sound of a plane motor over the phone. The airport. It took me 8 minutes to get there. It's usually a 20-minute drive from my place. There were 2 patrol cars on my tail when I got there. I ran into the waiting room.
Flight 36, New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, 811. Now boarding Flight 36 for New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, 811.
And I saw her with the 2 detectives. Susan! Susan!
Oh, no, Vic. Oh, no.
All right, don't make any trouble.
Now, you keep out of this. Suze, tell me. I want to help. What have you done?
Nothing, Vic. Please go away. I've got to go back.
Who are these guys?
You better get aboard, miss. We'll take care of him.
Oh, you will, huh? They took care of me. And when I woke up, I was in the pokey. 6 traffic violations and disturbing the peace. Susan was gone. The next morning, I was brought up before the judge, and I was lucky he'd eaten dinner in my place the night before. And when I explained what had happened, he let me off easy. $50. I went over to the rooming house where Susan had stayed.
Oh, it troubles me so, Mr. Bradbury, dear. A sweet young thing like that getting in mortal trouble with the law. Just no accounting, that's what there is.
She never said anything to you about where she came from, what she did?
Not a blessed word. Kept her room neat as a darning needle. Never a letter, nor any phone calls except in you, Mr. Bradbury. You were her only friend.
I sure wish I could help. But I don't even know where they've taken her. It took those detectives over 4 months to find her. How am I going to?
Now, maybe there'll be something about her arrest in the morning paper. Maybe that would tell you something.
Hey, that's a thought.
Oh, sure, I haven't had a chance to read it yet myself. I left it in the parlor. Come right in, Mr. Bradbury, dear. Oh, my. Oh, Mr. Bradbury, dear. I feel I'll faint.
Holy smoke. It was there, plastered over the front page with a big picture. Her picture. Susan. But not Susan Webster. Susan Messinger. The headline read, Richest Girl in the World Found.
She refused to say where she has been for the past month. Her father, the Steel King, had no other statement to make. The 18-year-old beauty is heir to $86 million. Imagine that now. And in my house. Just wait until I tell...
Thanks, Mrs. Murfish. I'll be seeing you.
Mr. Bradbury. Mr. Bradbury, dear.
There's not much more to it. The place has been open a month now. I haven't heard from Susan, but didn't expect to. I guess she ran away from home to prove something. I don't know what it was, but I hope she found what she was looking for. $86 million. Well, one thing's for sure. Someday, somebody will come along and take her away from it all. Or take it all away from her. Poor kid. I'm kind of sorry it won't be me.
Romance is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald, with editorial supervision by Hit Mannheim. You have heard The Inheritance of Susan, specially written for romance by Anthony Ellis, starring Jack Moyles as Vic and Sammie Hill as Susan. Featured in the cast were Paul Frees, Mary Lansing, Janet Comerford, and Don Diamond. This is Hugh Douglas inviting you to hear Romance, transcribed next week at this same time. A reminder to you Western fans, America's favorite singing cowboy, Gene Autry, rides to new adventures and sings with the Melody Ranch Gang tomorrow night. You'll want to follow Gene's latest exciting adventure of the wide open West. And you'll enjoy the offerings down Melody Ranch way, too, when CBS Radio sends the Gene Autry Show your way tomorrow night on most of these same stations.
Gunsmoke is heard twice every Saturday on the CBS Radio Network.
Broadcast at noon Eastern Time, following CBS News on CBS on this date, Saturday, the 6th day of November, 1954. Romance. And yes, CBS did air Gunsmoke twice. Part of the reason was they had a bunch of preemptions on, at least in November they did, for football. Because I'm looking at a listing here from WTOP in Washington. And you had, of course, Robert Q. Lewis and his record show. But then you had Romance and Gunsmoke, and then City Hospital, and Holiday, and then went to football. From 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, pretty much all the way until into the evening hours. So, you had a lot of preemptions, I guess. That's why they did Gunsmoke twice. That would be my guess, anyway. Anyway, there you have it. Romance, 71 years ago, November 6, 1954, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And up next, Claudia.
If your daily routine never varies, chances are you're heading for a great big case of monotony. Everybody needs a break once in a while, and sometimes a vacation just once or twice a year isn't enough. But a break once a week would more than fill the bill. What could you do with that leisure time? Here's the answer to that. You can vary your routine with a fascinating and vital pursuit, spotting planes for America's Ground Observer Corps. It's exciting, it's interesting, and just 2 hours a week of your spare time is all that's needed to keep up the 24-hour schedule of the GOC. Men and women from teenage up can help the Air Corps cover the blind spots in our radar system by volunteering for the Ground Observer Corps, a civilian component of the Air Defense Command. You'll be trained and supervised by officers and airmen of the Air Defense Command to spot planes in your area. Find out from your local civilian defense office how you can be a civilian ground observer.
All right, on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, let's check in with Claudia and David. This episode of Claudia, 78 years ago, November 6th, 1947.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the original stories by Rose Franken. Brought to you, transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia. Claudia, Claudia, you're the sweetest girl in ever.
Hey, look out!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Now, wait a minute. I've been parked here for 5 minutes. You backed your cab into me.
Oh, a wise guy, yeah, so you want to get tough about it. I got a mind to push your face in.
If there's any face pushing to be done, perhaps we'd better step out here on the sidewalk.
Oh, now, wait a second, boss. Do I look completely nuts? I should pick a fight with the guy 6 feet tall? Honest, you don't look so big sitting in a car. Them cars are sort of deceiving.
You still think I bumped into you?
Okay, boss, okay. I bumped into you. I just made a try at passing the buck. You can't blame a guy for trying, huh? There, you two, break it up. Get moving.
Everything's under control, officer. This kind taxi driver just thought I needed a push.
Oh, he did he? Well, you come back here, young fella. Where do you think you're going?
Who, me?
Who do you think I mean? That's your car, ain't it?
Yes, I'm meeting someone here. I have to wait.
Oh, you're waiting for someone, eh? Everybody is waiting for someone until my back is turned and then they're off. And I got a parked car to my beat. You see all them cars?
There seems to be quite a few of them. I had a hard time finding space.
Oh, you had a hard time finding space, did you? Well, they were all waiting for someone, and now they've got someone waiting for them. Every last son of them is going to get a ticket.
But I'm really waiting for someone. Here she comes now.
Yoo, David!
Looks like somebody was telling me the truth for a change.
David, has something happened? What's this policeman about? Have you been run over or anything?
Yes, people who get run over always get up and argue with the police department.
David, you oughtn't to argue with policemen. It's bad luck.
That's right, miss. He was arguing himself right into a $3 parking ticket. But since you're such a nice young lady, I won't give him one this time.
Oh, thank you, officer. See what I did for you, David?
Now, wait a minute. If you hadn't have been late in the first place...
I'm not late. What time is it?
10 minutes past 4.
My watch says 20 past.
Then by your own standards, you're 20 minutes late.
Oh, now, look, you two, do me a favor, will you? Get off me beat. Take a drive around the park and fight it out. 10 minutes past 4, 20 minutes past 4, half past the booby head.
That's just what we planned to do, but we have to go into this store first.
Listen, Claudia, you can't park on this block.
That's silly. Of course we can. Who says we can't?
I says you can't, miss. The law says you can.
The law, poof. Look at all those cars.
Claudia, the law is one thing you can't say poof to.
You said a mouthful, buddy.
Come on now, don't argue.
Oh, I've never heard of such nonsense. What does the law expect us to do? Take the car into the shop with us like a Pekingese?
Like a Pekingese. That's a good one. What store do you have to go into, miss?
The jewelry store.
The jewelry store? Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Ah, now isn't that sweet? Go ahead and I'll stand out here and watch your car. And take your time, take your time. You only do it once in a lifetime.
Oh, thank you, officer.
Hey, buddy, come here a minute. Listen, you don't argue with your girl before you get married. It ain't smart.
But I...
You want to fight, so save it up till after you're married. Then she can't walk out on you. Get smart, get smart.
David, hurry! What was he talking to you about? Why'd he change his mind so suddenly? What is there about you that makes people call you Buddy?
I'm ingratiating. People like me. Look, he's just a sentimental cop. A boy and girl in front of a jewelry store add up to love and an engagement ring.
But we can't let him think it's dishonest to Just to get out a parking ticket.
May I help you, miss?
Yes, please. You fixed my mother's watch a week ago because it lost 5 minutes. And now it doesn't go at all.
May I see it, miss?
Yes. I put it right on top of the dresser this morning so I wouldn't forget it. Wasn't I smart?
Well, where is it? The jeweler wants to see it.
On the top of the dresser.
Well, anyway, you didn't forget where you left it.
I'm sorry, miss. Is there anything else?
No, thank you. Nothing else. David, look. Our brass button Cupid smiling at us through the window. Oh, now he'll know that it wasn't true about us.
What wasn't true about us?
That we aren't engaged and buying a ring. You know, I don't think he'd be so romantic if he knew we were an old married couple.
Of 6 weeks. Just a moment.
Yes, sir?
We'd like to look at some engagement rings.
Engagement ring? Certainly.
David, stop. You mad?
A parking ticket's a very serious matter, Claudia. The price of leaving this store without a ring will be a summons for that lovesick cop out there.
How much is a ticket?
$3 for the first offense.
Getting Mama's watch fixed is going to be pretty expensive.
If you'll just step over to the counter, please. We have a wide selection to choose from.
David, call him off before it's too late.
It's too late. And don't you remember? We got married too quickly for you to have an engagement ring. You said you'd prefer my wristwatch.
I did. I still do. Something of yours.
Very pretty sentiment. Well, I never saw so many rings. That's a nice one over there.
There?
No, to the right.
There?
No, to the left.
There?
Yes, that's the one.
You have a very discerning eye, sir. That's one of the most perfect diamonds we have in the house.
David, are you crazy?
Could be.
A ring like that would cost a fortune.
For the girl I love, nothing is too good.
The girl you love would rather have a new set of pots and pans.
That's a very nice ring. How much is it?
$3,600.
$3,600 for just a diamond? That's ridiculous.
Diamonds are expensive, madam. That's what makes them so rare, or should I say it the other way around?
David, I didn't know it cost so much money to fall in love. Look, that's funny.
What's funny?
The smaller the stone, the bigger the setting. How much is that one there?
$850.
Only $850?
$850, madam.
You know, I was a fairly inexpensive bride, as brides go. And how much is that one there?
$120, miss.
What are you doing, taking inventory of his stock?
Hush up. How much is that one over there?
Oh, you mean that little one over there?
Uh-huh.
$75. But, of course, it's a very small stone.
Do they still call them diamonds when they're that small?
I think it's lovely. I like small things. Not small men, though, of course.
We have other rings at various prices. Sir, how about a pearl?
No. An engagement ring has to be a diamond or nothing.
Well, this particular one is so small, it's both. A diamond and nothing.
Don't be silly. It sparkles.
Oh. Here's our Cupid.
Don't worry, your car's all right. I've been watching it. I just came in to see how you're getting along. Say, is that the one you picked out?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, that it's his. Oh, that's a darling ring. A darling ring.
Hold it up a little more. Maybe you can see the diamond.
Say, what's biting you? I agree with the little lady. That's a beautiful diamond. It ain't what it cost, buddy. To a woman, it's the idea of the thing. So you make a lot of dough in 5 or 10 years and get her a rock the size of your fist. Okay. Anyway, she'll always like this one best. Say, will you look at that dumb driver? Excuse me, please.
Oh, I hate to take it off.
Darling, you don't mean you want that miserable little ring?
It isn't a miserable little ring. It's a wonderful ring. I didn't know how much David, could we afford it?
Well, of course we can afford it, but I'd rather get you something really nice.
There isn't any nicer ring anywhere than this. David, I know you'll think it's silly, but I didn't realize until now just how undressed a bride can feel without an engagement ring.
You little sentimental idiot.
I'm afraid, sir, that the young lady really does seem to prefer this one.
You'll take a check, won't you?
Yes, sir. The ring is $75, without the tax, of course.
72, David. We're saving $3 on a parking ticket. You home, Mama? Mama, are you home?
Yes, I'm home. And why must you always call me as if I'm deaf? Did you stop at the jeweler's?
Yes, Mama.
What?
Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama.
Well, now that we've got all the mamas out of the way...
Did he tell you what was wrong with my watch?
No, he didn't.
Mama.
Did he tell you when they could return it?
He didn't say that either.
Mama.
Mama.
Did you ask him?
She forgot, Mama.
Sometimes I think she'd forget her head if it wasn't firmly attached.
Aren't you just assuming that it is firmly attached?
Yes, I'm optimistic. Well, I suppose they'll let me know when it's ready. I certainly miss not having a watch.
Make Claudia lend you hers as punishment.
Wait a minute. By the way you're acting, I bet you didn't even go to the jeweler's.
Oh, but we did. We can prove that we did.
Then prove it by telling me about my watch.
Oh, your watch? It's perfectly safe.
I was worried about its keeping time, not about its safety.
Knowing your daughter, you should have worried about that, too.
You didn't drop it, did you? It was your grandmother's.
Oh, no, I told you. I told you it's perfectly safe. It's in the safest place it could be. It's right on top of my bureau.
I knew it. Oh, Claudia, stop waving your hand in my face. What's the matter with you?
She's very obtuse, David, and a little nearsighted.
She wouldn't have to be very nearsighted not to see that.
Shh, David. Mama, hold out your hand and close your eyes.
It isn't a baby turtle or anything. She did that with a baby turtle once, David.
Well, this isn't a baby turtle. I shot now.
Don't cheat. Right one, too.
There.
There what?
There on your finger, you silly woman.
Oh. Oh, that. Where'd you get it? In a box of popcorn?
David, isn't she the limit? No, we got it at the jeweler's.
What for? Did he give it to you as a souvenir for forgetting my watch?
Oh, what a letdown, David. You go and spend your hard-earned money buying a wonderful ring, and she acts like that. Mama, I'm ashamed of you.
Hand me my glasses. I am a little nearsighted, David. Why, it has a diamond in it.
It has a wonderful diamond in it. They don't make any better diamonds.
Or any smaller ones.
Oh.
It looks like an engagement ring.
She says it looks like an engagement ring.
You two imbeciles. It's really lovely on the hand. The wedding ring fills it out. Children, I shall treasure it to the end of my life.
But, Mama, it isn't...
Claudia.
Oh, David.
Won't you ever get over the habit of interrupting your mother?
David, I guess the women in our family run true to type. Claudia and you got married too quickly to bother about her engagement ring.
Yes, Mama.
And I suppose she told you that I never had an engagement ring either. You never seemed to think of it. Her father and I were too busy living. We had to cram enough joy and happiness into those few years to last a whole lifetime. And now, a long while after, I really get my ring anyway. David, you're very sweet.
And you're a very wonderful old duck, Mrs. Brown. Now, get into your best bib and tucker, and we'll all hop in the car and go out for a bite of supper.
There's too much of me in your lives. You two go on alone.
No nonsense, Mrs. Brown. You've been needing a little masculine authority for quite a while. Come on.
A ring and a dinner all on the same evening? I feel like a bride. Well, all right. Tonight I won't argue about it. I won't be but a minute.
I'm sorry, darling. When your mother misunderstood...
David, don't say you're sorry. Because what you did just now was the most beautiful gift in all the world.
I'll get you another ring tomorrow.
I don't need it. That was a wonderful ring. In one short hour, it made two people terribly happy.
3. Don't forget the love-sick policeman.
And someday, in maybe about 19 years, I'll get an engagement ring, too. If I'm lucky enough to have a son-in-law as wonderful as you.
All story material used on this broadcast of Claudia was under the supervision of Rose Franken and William Brown Maloney. To some of you ladies, shopping is fun. To others, it's a chore. But in either case, shopping is pleasanter when you shop refreshed. That's easy to do now that there's Coca-Cola waiting for you in the familiar red cooler at refreshment stands, lunchrooms, service stations, and food stores. When you do the family shopping, pause and refresh yourself with delicious ice-cold Coca-Cola on the way. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir, and remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.
buying an engagement ring to get out of a to get out of a $3 ticket. Go figure. Claudia, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. Tomorrow, all of our shows will be from Sunday, November 7th, 1948, including Mutuals Under Arrest starring Joe DeSantis, Nick Carter, Master Detective, Ernest Chappell with ABC's Quiet Please, the West Coast show The Whistler, and another episode of Claudia. That's all up on our next Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And then the following day will be in Sunday, November 8th, 1959. A couple of those types of shows. Thanks for being with us here on this Thursday edition of Classic Radio Theater. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Wyatt Cox.